Hello. Um, so it is time for week 7 of OFC. The league's wrapping up real quick. It's kind of flown by. But here we are. I'm gonna apologize right now as well. I'm feeling awful. I'm feeling really ill. But we are already like playing this match because our opponent was on vacation, and by the time they got back, we didn't think that we would actually be able to play. Turns out they actually might have been able to play, but like I was already like sorted out my sleep schedule for that day because I have to plan ahead for so many things. But regardless, our opponent is actually someone quite special. This is BallHawk and the Hinterland Woodhammers. BallHawk is actually quite a special person. They are the owner of Skypillar Stadium, one of the largest draft leagues that I know of. That and the World Pokemon Federation are two of the biggest draft leagues that I actually know of. So it's really cool to actually play against them. They also like have made some really great resources for draft leagues as well. So it's really, really cool to actually play them. And their team's also really cool. I actually really like it a lot. Any team with Rillaboom on it, like, already has me interested, just because I think Rillaboom's such an interesting one in draft. But alongside Rillaboom, they've got Mega Mawile, Galarian Slowking, Porygon 2, Skarmory, Zygarde, Inteleon, Colossal, Pangoro, Uxie, and Kamala. They've got an incredible defensive core with Galarian Slowking, Porygon 2, Skarmory, and then even Uxie, like, potentially thrown in there. Zygarde is probably the best ground type to have in with Rillaboom, just because you don't use Earthquake, you use Thousand Arrows, which is just better than Earthquake. Mega Maw obviously takes away one of the weaknesses, same with Galarian Slowking. Well, not take away, but like it reduces one of its weaknesses. This team doesn't need grassy terrain to function, which I think is really cool. I think one of my problems when I tried to draft Rillaboom is I tried to draft my whole team around it, and this team doesn't, which I really like. The only thing is it's a little on the slower side. You've got Rillaboom at 85, Zygarde at 95, and then Inteleon at 120. So, that's kind of a thing, but obviously the team is quite slow, quite bulky. With really scary setup sweepers in Rillaboom, Zygarde, and Mega Mawile. There's Colossal, which has actually been brought once. I don't expect Colossal to come here. Pangoro, not sure if it will actually come. It is their Dark type, but they also do have two bulky normal types. It can shut down Spectra pretty hard. So it's kind of a question if they want to bring the Pangoro here. They've got the Kamala, again, it's a super bulky normal type that easily beats Spectra one-on-one. It can either just U-turn out or just go for the knockoff and probably get a kill. And the main one, Porygon 2, is super hard to break. And between those three and Mega Mawile Sucker Punch, I'm not going to be bringing Spectra here. So, Zygarde is obviously super scary. I'm not sure what's coming here, to be honest. I think Mega Maw, Rillaboom, Galarian Slowking, Porygon 2, and Zygarde are 5 that I'm pretty confident on. But I'm not actually sure if Skarmory is going to come. I actually feel like Inteleon might come here because it's really good into quite a few of my Pokemon, it feels like. And otherwise I feel like they're going to have a bit of trouble taking down Landorus without like slow Ice Beams from Galarian Slowking and Porygon 2. Yeah, like I feel like Inteleon is actually probably a likely bring here. It also because we both have quite slow teams, it feels like they may want to bring something a bit on the faster side to try and catch me out. Obviously, there's Grassy Glide Rillaboom, which definitely helps mitigate that, as well as Sucker Punch Mega Mawile, so and Pangoro. So, but as for what I'm bringing definitely a lot of interesting stuff here. Obviously, we're doing really well right now. And I definitely didn't want to just throw because Ballot is actually like in a pretty is in like the position where like playoffs matter. They're 3-3 -1. I think right now they're 8th. So, and that's the cutoff for playoffs. It's top 8 playoffs. So I don't really like messing with that. So I still wanted to build a somewhat serious team. But I'm also definitely having some fun with this one. So first of all, Buzzwole. Feels like I start off every team build with Buzzwole, because Buzzwole's just been a monster for us. Buzzwole is 14-3 on for us, but Buzzwole's definitely taken a step back from the offensive role. This time we're going defensive, just to make sure that I have an answer to Zygarde. This is like super just easy to switch into Zygarde. It's also super easy to switch into Rillaboom. Provided the set that I'm expecting. If they don't bring the set that I'm fully expecting, which is Grassy Seed Acrobatics, then Buzzwole does incredibly well into it. Subroost, and enough speed to outspeed Zygarde with 8 speed, just in case. Subroost, Ice Punch, Drain Punch. I wish I could have some better coverage on here, but Subroost is basically there because of Toxic. We actually have the leftovers on it, because we're not bringing Florges, and I just felt like if anything's going to sit in for a while, it's probably going to be Buzzwole, so it can make the most of the leftovers. Ice Punch doesn't even do that much to Zygarde, but like, no, it does. It too occurs most Zygarde, so. And then Drain Punch is obviously great. It's also going to be really nice to help break down Porygon 2. But the real thing that's actually going to break down Porygon 2 is going to be Incineroar. We are actually really offensive Incineroar, almost max attack. Lean a little more on the bulk side and a bit of speed, just to kind of speed creep Porygon 2. Flare Blitz, knock off Drain Punch and Parting Shot with the boots. I actually want to bring this in and out a lot, so I actually want the boots on here. Against their main defensive Pokemon, Incineroar does really well, and even against some of their offensive Pokemon like Mega Mawile, I think Incineroar does really well, and Rillaboom. So I feel like going for an offensive Rillaboom here. Knockoff's also really nice to hit the Porygon 2 with, so that my other Pokemon like Buzzwole can actually beat it down a lot easier. So I don't really think they've got many great switch-ins to it, and it's also why I'm expecting Inteleon, to be honest. Because I don't see what they're doing about Incineroar without Inteleon. Like, they basically would have to trade something for Incineroar, and that would have to be something like Rillaboom or Mega Mawile, like, or Zygarde. Like, I don't know if those are worthwhile trades, so. Offensive Incin, hopefully going to put in a lot of work. Next up, for a first time, we're actually bringing Noivern. Noivern's actually here because it outspeeds everything on their team, besides no Scarfs. And we're actually running Life Orb Infiltrator. This I also think is the first time I've run a Life Orb all season, which is kind of crazy. But we're Life Orb with Infiltrator with Draco Meteor, Hurricane, Flamethrower, and U-Turn. The reason for this is actually to make sure that if it's Coil Zygarde, Noivern can outspeed and just Draco through the substitute if it's sub-coil. Sub-coil Toxic Thousand Arrows or Glare like Thousand Arrows are very real sets for Zygarde. It can run a lot of different things, and so this kind of just is a blanket. If it's a defensive setup with Coil, this can just beat it. It's also really good into things like Rillaboom as well. Hurricane's going to do a ton of damage to that thing. As well as just their defensive Pokemon as well, like Skarmory, and even things like non-AB Slowking, good against Pangoro, and again, outspeeds everything, so it can be a really nice late game cleaner, if needs be. Just come in, launch a Draco, switch out, because, to my knowledge, yeah, they don't actually have a fairy besides Mawile, and we do have the Flamethrower for it, so. Yeah, it's cool to use Noivern. It's finally actually getting some time to shine. Next up, Jirachi. Originally I was actually going to bring Landorus, and then I realized the team that I was going to be building actually did not have a great switch into Galarian Slowking, so I kind of threw on Jirachi here as my Stealth Rocker for the week with Wish, U-Turn, and Ironhead. Not a great Pokemon here, to be honest, but I felt like having rocks to at least limit the pivoting ability will be quite nice, or punish it a bit more. Wish, obviously, to pass around some of my... pass around like some health, obviously gain more health to Incin, heal up Rotom, Venu. Like, there's so many Pokemon that just would appreciate a Wish here, so having Jirachi with that is quite nice. And then we have a good amount of speed on here, and that's to outspeed Adamant Rillaboom. Didn't want to go for Jolly. I honestly don't expect him to go Jolly Rillaboom. because like they really want the power to try and take out Buzzwole. Next up, Rindoberry Rotom Wash. We have enough defensive investment that we can take a the first Grassy Glide, no boosting item here, because I'm expecting the Grassy Seed Acrobatic set. We can take a Grassy Glide with the Rindo, burn it, and then take another Grassy Glide, which is kind of crazy. If Rillaboom does get burned, that makes, you know, Rotom so much, like, freer. Because otherwise, Rotom actually does really well on said team, because they actually don't have a ground type. So Rotom they have Zygarde, but again, Zygarde doesn't want to eat a burn either. So, do I run this? I think I'm actually going to change something real quick. Because it's not that much, I don't think. I'm going to run the same speed on my Rotom as I am on my Buzzwole, just so I know how much speed they're running on Zygarde. I'll drop the special attack. The special attack's, like, good. Don't get me wrong here. Again, you can see me doing calcs with Noivern just to make sure that that we do get the KOs on Zygarde, so it has to be pretty specially bulky to get it. The special attack is nice, but we don't get a KO on Inteleon, we don't get a KO on Skarmory, so it's more so kind of like just picking things off. So, I'm burning a lot of things here, like the more the Rillaboom and the Zygarde through their main offensive threats, getting burns on all three of those is going to be quite nice. So, and this is also our defogger. We don't have room for Pain Split because there's possibility of spike stacking with Skarmory, so I do need to make sure I have defog. And last but not least, Mega Venu. I think Mega Venu is actually pretty good here, especially with this Sleep Powder, Leech Seed, Sludge Bomb, Earth Power. It's been a while since we ran the Sleep Powder on this thing. So, we've got enough special attack that we OHKO no HP Rillaboom, which may not happen, may not come, but it's likely that I'll be able to chip the thing anyway, so like we do good damage. And then the rest in defensive investment and a bit of speed to throw off a couple things, such as potential fast Skarmories. I want to run a bit of speed to outspeed my Venu, because I can't touch Skarmory with this Venu. Granted, Venu can't really touch Skarmory to begin with, but because of Sleep Powder, I can really force around switches. So, Leech Seed obviously is great just to keep Venu alive. Went back and forth between Sludge Bomb and Giga Drain. Decided Sludge Bomb was better just because otherwise I really can't hit Rillaboom, and then Earth Power is pretty solid against their team for things like Mega Mawile and Galarian Slowking. Those are the main two, because this is also really good at Galarian Slowking switching. So, but we're a bit more on the physical defensive side, because it's also good at switching into Rillaboom. Maybe Spadef is better, but like we've got the Jirachi for kind of the Spadef switching in. So, and their team is primarily physical. The only things really are going to be the Galarian Slowking, the P2, and the Inteleon. So it's like I expect the top four, and then Zygarde and Inteleon as the 6. They could choose to bring Kamala, they could choose to bring pretty much anything, except Colossal. I don't see Colossal coming at all. It is weird not bringing Lando here, but I feel like this is still a really solid team that can do well. I've still got like a ton of other ideas for this matchup, but I also want to kind of theorycraft it a bit more as well. But I just don't have time, because I should have had time, but then I kind of fell ill. So anyway, enough rambling. I will see you guys for the match that is later tonight. So see you then. I almost forgot to record. Hi, we're doing this. Yeah, I think I did it wrong. Yeah, I'm just like super out of it. Alright. We're doing this. They're actually missing... So they're missing Scarm. Okay, I need to get live battles up as well. Cool. So, what do I want to lead here? What? Oh, no Inteleon either. Wow. I'm a little surprised at no Inteleon, but that makes Instinct so much better. I think Instant's a safe lead here, actually. They're gonna lead Yuxi. Do I want to knock off or do I want a parting shot? Nothing really appreciates a knockoff. That's unfortunate. Gonna get up rocks. I'm gonna go for the knockoff. To get rid of Chesto. Okay, so it's Resto, Chesto. Probably U-turn. Let's see what kind of Yuxi it is. Just because then it gives us a better idea against the rest of their team. That's Colbur, so he just wants Absorb Bulb. So they look more for death. They go to Pangoro, no Para. No Para is really nice. Need to double check something. Pangoro, do you get a flying type move? Get Fire Punch. Did you get Aerial Ace or anything? Gets Aerial Ace. First is my Buzzwole. Pangoro. CB. Aerial Ace. Is not a KO. And it's -1 as well. So I'm super safe to sub here. Because that's Banded. Banded. So -1 will do 49%. I should have run a bit more speed to outspeed max speed Pangoro. He's going to go to Yuxi. Oh, no Zygarde either, I just realized. No Zygarde's really cool. I think they're just going to try and rest them up here. If I can get the kill, that's really cool. If not, oh well. They actually have Psychic, and they're faster than my Buzzwole. So they're running a bit of speed. So no U-turn on that thing, which is really nice to know. I think I'm okay going Rachi here. Yeah, I figured the rest was coming. I kind of get momentum here, though, because I have a U-turn. So I get to go back to Buzzwole. And I still live. Except this time I'm going to actually go for the Drain Punch. I am faster. It does live. And goes for a Parting Shot. So it's slow. That's got bulk then. That's definitely got bulk. We go to Jirachi because that's our dedicated our dedicated switch into this thing. That's a bit spooky. Well, I'm gonna go for one. If they're staying in... let's see. Jirachi versus Slowking Gala. Max special attack, +2, modest. I think I still live. Okay, it's Scald. No burns. Well, thanks, Jirachi. I do still want these rocks gone. So I'm going to U-turn. I'm going to go into Rotom. Okay, they do teleport. That's going to force Rillaboom in. Hi, Rillaboom. Please eat a Will-O-Wisp. It's not the set that I was expecting, though. I do still live this. It's not Grassy Seed, which was what I was expecting. I'm running no speed, so they could run... No, I'm running a bit of speed. Which means that Uxie outspeeds me. I also know I outspeed this Pangoro. I am going to Volt Switch. Make sure the Pangoro goes down. I feel pretty safe going into Jirachi here. Mawile comes in. I do have Buzzwole. I also have Incin. It's more sort of a question how much Psychic Fang's doing. To those mons. So my Buzzwole versus Mawile. Psychic Fangs? That does not do that much, actually. That's quite surprising. Oh, yeah. I'll U-turn. I'll get a Vino. It is Swords Dance. I don't think I kill this. No. +2 will kill me. But they can't outspeed me, so... Time to click the funny button. Clicking the funny button is the play. I don't deserve to hit this sleep powder if I do hit it. Well, you know, sometimes it be like that. I've just got to go for it. I can't really play around with this thing. Nice. So now it's a question of did I want to save this? I think I play it safe. They go to Yuxi. Perfectly reasonable. This thing has not been asleep for a singular turn, so I will Leech Seed. Get the Leech Seed off. Obviously the chip is nice. We will go to... Incense tempting? But I think I'm going to go Rotom to try and get rid of these rocks. Sleep for another turn. And I am just going to defog. I know they are faster than me. That was decent damage, surprisingly. Yeah, let's go to Instant. They go to P2. Let's go for a knockoff. They go to Uxie. We get the knockoff off. And if they want to keep this thing alive, they've got to switch now. They've got to rest, even. They're just going to set up rocks. Okay. This is a little scary. Because if Morwile comes in and I get full powered, we're going to have a bad time. It's going to be Rillaboom. I mean, Buzzwole does insanely well into this. And I know it's I know it's got an item. They're gonna SD. Ice Punch is a 2-hit KO. They just didn't have... Oh, their Life Orb! Oh. Interesting. Let's go for it. It gets rid of Buzzwole. Breaking P2 now is going to be a bit tricky, but Insane is hopefully going to do the job. I will probably take too much damage with Noivern, so I'm going to go to Venu. Basically saying, hey, I have Sludge Bomb. They get a P2. It's the last thing they really have. A Leech Seed. The crit and the freeze. Please don't do it. I'm fast. No, I'm faster. I know I'm faster. Okay. Then it's just P2. I'll Sleep Powder, I guess. Probably risky going for that. I'll go for it again. Leech Seed. Go for a Sludge Bomb. Okay. It wasn't GG at all. Like, we hacked them so hard. Like, yeah. I was quite during the end of that. I have been a bit ill, I think I said earlier, but yeah, like... That's one of the first matches in a while where I can really say I don't think I... Like... The match doesn't look like it actually happened. Like... I'll be honest. Like, the match didn't really happen. I got a flinch into double crit from Jirachi. I got... I got multiple Sleep Powder hits. Yeah, like, it was really bad. Yeah, it was really bad. Yeah. I'm just apologizing to him now. Yeah, like, there's nothing else to it. It was not a game. Noivern also just didn't even do anything. I was too afraid to bring it in, because I think it just dies to Mega Maw Sucker Punch. Granted, I don't know if they had it. I wasn't expecting Life Orb Acrobatics. But I still lived it, which was nice. And yeah, that does it. We're now 6-1. We're actually puts us top of the league. Because that means we are now 7-1 with a 17 differential. Yeah. Oh no, sorry. I'm just talking about. Okay, I keep doing this. It's BallHawk. It's not BallHawk. I keep saying BallHawk. I'm sorry. It's BallHawk. I even tried searching for BallHawk. So anyway, that's it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. We're now 6-1 with a +17 differential, which puts us top of the league. So.